We all know the feeling of being attracted to someone so much that we overlook their flaws. Sometimes these flaws can be pretty big, like if they're in a toxic relationship, we might still encourage them to stay with that partner even though we know it's not healthy for them. Other times, it's something smaller, like maybe they a bit too focused on their career and don't really have time for us. But no matter what it is, we can usually look past it because we love them. But what if their flaw is a lot more serious? Like, what if your girlfriend was a serial killer? That would be pretty hard to look past, right? Well, believe it or not, this is the dilemma one man found himself in when he fell in love with a woman who turned out to be an impulsive serial killer. And the craziest part of the story is that he only realized what she was doing after she was arrested. This story comes from a Reddit user. I'm a man in my early 20s. I grew up in a loving family with two amazing parents who gave me everything they could. Because of this, I had a very sheltered life. I didn't have many friends, and I was never exposed to much of the real world. As you can imagine, this made me pretty naive. I started college, but it wasn't for me. After a few months, I dropped out and eventually moved in with my girlfriend. She was extremely attractive with long flowing red hair and fair skin. She was also very sweet and compassionate. She took care of our home and loved to cook for me. My entire world revolved around her. After living together for a while, I noticed that every time someone came over to our home, she would act differently. She became cold and distant and would barely acknowledge their presence. When they would leave, she would go back to being affectionate towards me again. At first, I didn't think anything of it. I figured she just didn't like having company. However, one day a package arrived at our home. It was a gift for her from her mother. The package contained a beautiful sapphire necklace. She was so happy when she received it. However, later that evening, I heard loud banging coming from our bedroom. I went to check on her and asked if she was okay. She screamed at me, accusing me of breaking the necklace. I apologized profusely and told her I didn't mean to. She eventually calmed down and told me that she was sorry. She said that she needed some space and I should leave her alone for a while. I did as I was told and waited for her in the living room. A few hours passed and I started to get worried. I tried calling her name, but there was no answer. I decided to go check on her again. As I approached the bedroom, I heard a strange sound. It was a gurgling noise like someone was choking. I slowly opened the door and saw the most horrifying scene. There was blood everywhere. The walls were covered in it, and so was the floor. And in the middle of it all was my girlfriend. She was kneeling next to the bed with her hands over her mouth. Behind her was a fully bloodied meat cleaver. I was in shock. I couldn't move or speak. All I could do was stare at my girlfriend in disbelief. She turned around and looked at me. Her eyes were wide with fear. She tried to speak, but no sound came out. She started to cry and begged for forgiveness. I was disgusted and scared. I didn't know what to do. I ran out of the house and called the police. When they arrived, they found my girlfriend kneeling in front of the bed. She hadn't moved. Apparently, she had taken her own life. They also found the body of her mother inside the closet. It had been dismembered. As it turns out, my girlfriend was an impulsive serial killer. She had taken her anger and resentment towards her mother on her. This is what she had done to the other people whose bodies were found in the house. I couldn't believe the woman I loved was capable of such brutality. To this day, I still question how I didn't see the signs. I guess I was just too blinded by my love for her. Yeah, I don't know about you guys, but that one scared the hell out of me. I hope that guy finds peace. Thank you for watching. And if you like this video, please subscribe for more content.